hottest football game ever played was the opener in the year 2000 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. 43 degrees Celsius on the field. That is a hot day, broiling hot. Well, within minutes of the kickoff, some of the Dallas Cowboys players were staggering off the field with cramps. But the Eagles, no. And some of the credit for that went to what they called pickle juice. Turned out that the trainer of Philadelphia Eagles had told the players to drink some pickle juice before the game and that this would prevent cramps. Interesting story.
Joey Reese, pickle shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese, pickle shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles. For your grandma and your kids. I go downtown. For your grandma and your kids. Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids. Stay for the squids. Pickle time. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. 1996, we start this.
Hey.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
Hey, buddy. I'm set up in a different area.
Buddy, it's the whiz. Whizzing the juice.
You need to stop wheezing the juice.
You need to stop wheezing the juice.
Wait, you shaved?
Oh, did I?
Why'd you go and do something like that for?
Or did you? I don't know if you're on the face page, but I chronicled my latest driver's license picture.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Hang on, let me send you a picture. Hold, please.
But I had the time of my life, and I never had this way home.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to... No, I saw that.
Okay. Did you see this? Is it going?
It's coming. It's bubbling. Oh, my.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got extensions? You got extensions? That is amazing.
I look like a 1960s Klingon.
Yeah, you look more Klingon than you do Kung Fu. That is awesome.
Check out the eyebrows.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I saved that photo.
I should make it my profile.
You should. That is great. Where'd you get the extensions?
I ordered them on Amazon.
Did you do that for your driver's license?
Yeah. No, I drew in my eyebrows so it looks like I'm angry.
That is phenomenal. That is great.
I can't wait till it comes. I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode. We thank you guys. Yeah,
we Boot Shop.
Yeah, the Big Boot Shop. We thank you for continuing to listen. I don't know if you're seeing any lowlights or anything of this, but I'm sitting usually like I'm up in a bedroom recording, and right now I'm sitting on a couch because frankly I don't want to go set up because then I had to take everything down and take it back to my sister's house. So it was just a quick setup here.
All right. It still sounds the same.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing that on the waves, like the vocal waves there, that it's still pretty loud and nice. So I like that.
Loud.
One of the things we wanted to do on our little opening catch up, last time you had told me about something you did, and I don't think I told you about my camping trip.
No, we skipped over that.
Yeah, the camping trip.
So ready. I've been waiting for weeks.
With just bated breath. Is
Bated
it
breath.
Abated or baited?
Baited.
With bated breath.
With
I
bated
thought it was
breath.
abated. Okay.
Maybe.
So Heidi and I went camping. I'm sure it's like this in every state. There's tons of state parks and state forests and whatnot. And so Michigan, it's the same thing. And so if you look on a map of the lower peninsula of Michigan, in the very upper, like the very northwest part up by Mackinac. Yep, right there. Oh, go to the next finger. Yep, right there. Right in there. We have a state park called Wilderness State Park.
Right up by the Christian middle finger.
That's right. Right at the tippy top of the Christian middle finger. We went to Wilderness State Park. So Heidi has a 18-foot camper. We parked in this state park. It was freaking fantastic. We spent a day. We went up to Sault Ste. Marie in the Upper Peninsula. And Heidi, I'm sure I've told you this before. I know I've told you this before. She's big into freighters. She loves watching freighters. You just sent me a picture. What's this of?
So it's just me.
So she loves watching freighters up in Sault Ste. Marie. That's where they have this Sault Ste. Marie locks, where the big freighters go through like a chain of locks to get to different heights. The different lakes, like Lake Huron, Lake Superior, are two different depths, and so they do the locks. So we went up there. We spent a day up there. Had a great time there. Just had a really good time. It was the first time that Hides and I could get away, just the two of us, and just chill and just have a good time. So it was awesome. And there was something that I don't know if you guys have them. It was my first time at 46 years old, my first time experiencing something like this. And he's talking to his kids.
He's plugging in, and then you press the button that says on. Hot. Here, bring it to me. Okay, sorry.
So I don't know if you guys have these by you, but we have these things called, I just found out about them. They're called dark parks. Are you aware of these? So it's
yeah, they used to have them before the civil rights movement down here.
It's awful. That's awful.
That's what they called them. I didn't.
One sec. Hey, beat it.
Beat it, John Wayne.
Talking to my kids. Grimson wants to play tug of war. So they have these things called dark parks. And what it is it's a zero light pollution, like state park. So you can watch the stars. So it's like out in the woods, far enough away from city lights and everything like that. And this state park, it's probably the size of like 8 football fields.
Okay.
And it's just big open spaces that you can like lay blankets down and just look up at the stars. And there's no you're not allowed any white lights. So if you turn on a light, it's got to be a red light. And so it's like, people will be walking around with flashlights and they got like a red cone or a red cover on it.
Weird.
And you can just sit there and look up at the stars, and there's a gajillion stars. And then people set up their telescopes and all that stuff. And then there's connected to it is kind of like this welcome center that they have in what's it called, where there's like the big telescope, an observatory.
An observatory.
They have an observatory, like a little gift shop thing. And it was cool. So Heidi wanted to go there. So we stopped by there.
How far was it from where you camped?
10, 15 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
And in fact, in the state park that we were in, it had a dark park as well. But we went to this other one that was a little bit more well known, that was a couple more miles away.
Cool.
And here's the crazy thing. We just decided to go one night because it was available. Our times, like everything just worked. So we went, and we got there at, I want to say we got there like 10 to 10, like 9:50. For those of you that don't know what 10 to 10 is. And there was a big sign that said there was a meteor shower that between 10 and 10:20.
That's so cool, man.
So we got there like 10 minutes before. We like find a little spot on a hill, and we're laying down, and all these people start coming in, setting up their telescopes, doing all that stuff. And like I said, there's like zero white lights. So it's like pitch black, but you can see, because like the moon was out and, stuff like that. So you can still see pretty good. And you just look up and it wasn't crazy. I've seen meteor showers where there were so many meteors, you couldn't even count them.
Okay.
I remember laying on my mom when I was like, I want to say I was in junior high, and my mom was like, hey, there's supposed to be a meteor shower. And we went out and laid on our front lawn in Royal Oak, Michigan, which it's not zero light pollution. I mean, we're a big city, and close to Detroit, and all these suburbs. And
in the suburbs.
Yeah, and we were still able to see more meteors than you could count. So now we're up there in zero light pollution, and we saw 4. I saw 2 huge, like huge, that went from like one end of the horizon to the other. And then Heidi and I saw 2 like smaller ones,
dude,
that just kind of cut across the sky. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's such a bummer though, that you only saw 4.
Yeah, I know. It was cool. The one that I saw with my mom. It's one of those things that like you never forget. It wasn't a planned thing, like just out of the blue. I think I was even in bed. Like I think I had gotten into bed, and my mom came in and was like, hey, get up. And I'm like, like, what's going on? She's like, get up, come on out on the front lawn. And I'm just like, what in the world is going on? So I'm like, listen, I get out there, and she's got a blanket down, and it's my mom. So I'm sure there were snacks, and it's junior high. And so this thing wasn't planned. And all of a sudden we like lay down on this blanket, there's snacks and stuff like that. And she's like, there's supposed to be a meteor shower tonight. And I remember it was like, we started counting like 1, there's 1. Oh my gosh, there's 1, there's 1, there's 1. And then pretty soon it's no use saying there's 1. We just sat,
oh my gosh,
and like meteor after meteor after meteor fly across the atmosphere. So it was pretty cool. And so that's what we did camping. We spent a day. There's on the other side of the Mackinac Bridge, there's a town called St. Ignace, but we like to call it St. Ignasty. And folks, if you guys are, if you don't live in Michigan, I would highly recommend these places to come and visit. Hit me up if you're passing through Detroit, and we can meet up and grab a burger or a coffee or a beer. I'd be more than happy to do that with you. But please, these places that I'm telling you to go are amazing places. I'm sure your state has amazing places to go. But Michigan is phenomenal, and we have great food up here. We have great places to go, the scenery, camping, all that stuff. It's just really cool. And so we spent a day in Sault Ste. Marie, a day in St. Ignace, and then just a day at our campsite. And every single day, you guys know how much I like to cook. I love not necessarily the challenge, because it's not really a challenge. It's just fun. But like the little camp stove. And we just kind of had like a 1-burner camp stove and like the stuff cooking on that. And I don't know. It was really, really, really fun. Like nice bonfire and all that. So it was a super good time.
And you stayed in a camper.
Yeah, so she has an 18-foot camper. The site had electrical hookup. It didn't have like sewage hookup or water. It was electric. So yeah, you can call it glamping.
You were roughing it though.
Not, I wouldn't say roughing it. Here's the thing. I grew up when I went camping. I had a tent, and so our family we would camp in tents, and then for a few years during like my later elementary years and early junior high, my parents bought like a 16, I want to say it was a 16 foot. I think it was 16 feet when it was fully extended, but it was a pop-up camper. But we never went to campsites that had electrical or sewage. So all this was for us was a little bit sturdier of a tent, you know? So if it was raining, you had a place to like sit, because it had like a, you know, like a little restaurant booth in it, like a little table with 2 bench seats. So if it was raining outside, you could play cards or you could play like a board game, something like that. So it was just like a little bit better than a tent. So that's how I grew up. And then
did you ever go camping without a tent?
Yeah, because of the pop-up camper. So like we either campered or tented.
I mean, with nothing.
No,
like you in the sling bag.
I've never done that.
You ever done that in a graveyard to your old man? He's like, hey, it's flat. Don't worry about it. And then you just,
with a local vagrant. Just a local vagrant.
Vagrant was Mike Roper. Both my sister and I, he did it. We were like driving cross country, separate trips. It happened to me like twice and her at least twice. Where my dad would be like, I don't want to get a hotel or a campground. And then you'd just be sleeping on top of a grave.
What?
Yes. Era, turn that off. Hang on, let me yell at my kid.
All right. Yeah, so anyway, you guys, come to Michigan. We have phenomenal places to go. Again, I'm sure you have stuff in your state that if you're like me, you're like, oh, I want to do these 25 things in my state before I die. And it's the same thing with me. But if you want to get out, you want to get away from the state that you're in, come to Michigan, come check that stuff out. But yeah. So that's that.
She almost burned the house down. Like she came in, she's like, Dad, how do you use the hairdryer? She just so the other day, they had Tuesday off and Kara was here. And so she hung out with my kids. And I get a text like, hey, Era wants to dye her hair with this temporary hair dye. And I'm thinking it's like the spray on chalk stuff. It's real. It's like for real, like punky color. She's got it. And she has refused to shower since Tuesday. And there's like pink all over her skin. It's pink everywhere in the back. And I finally bribed her to take a shower, and she just did, and then needed to blow dry it and just about burned the house down.
Oh.
That thing was running for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Heidi's OCD with that stuff. Mm-hmm. She's used a hairdryer to like go places before, like if we had like a party to go to or a wedding. And then we start, and everywhere from where we are here is at least a half hour away. And we've been 15, 20 minutes away, and she's had to stop and like, Joe, we got to go back. I got to make sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Just worried she left it on.
Yep. That happens all the time. So what we do is, for her single life, that was like kind of the cross that she bear. And now that I'm with her, we have this like checklist. So like, as we leave the house, I go around and I check everything, and she has to hold it up. Like, see, my hairdryer is unplugged. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. So we have to like make sure and do all that stuff, because she like a curling iron, hair dryer, the toaster, anything like that. Like, she's like, no, I don't think I unplugged the toaster.
The key that they tell you to do is when you do those things, you're going to be OCD about it. You have to do something out of the ordinary so you remember that action. So like you unplug the hairdryer and then you turn around twice. And then you remember, oh yeah, I did that because I turned around twice.
Until the next time. And then you're like, well, I don't remember if this time I turned around twice or it was 2 days ago that I turned around twice.
Switch it up. Slap yourself in the face.
Slap yourself in the face. Put 2 fingers in your butt.
Yeah. Those are just a few of the many ideas we have here at the Pickle and Boot Shop.
Pickle and Boot Shop. For those of you that have OCD, we could help you. See, you guys, Mojo thinks this is just a washed up ska singer podcast.
We also have really practical advice
for OCD. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to change the subject. This has nothing to do with OCD, but I just remembered it. As I walked into the house tonight, I got out of my truck. When I say truck, that's a loose term. It's a 1994 Ford Ranger.
That's a truck. It's
a truck, but it's pretty small. But anyway, as I got out of my Ford Ranger, I walked up to the house, stuck the key in the door, twisted the key, and as I opened the door, the wreath that Heidi has on the door, something flew out of it and hit me in the head. I was wearing a baseball hat. It hit me, boom, right in the head, man. So
was it?
Well, here's the deal. We have video of it. Our cameras were on. I did swear, so there will be a swear. There will be some explicit content if it gets aired, but I will try and get that video and send it to Daniel to post on the old social medias. But something, I don't know if it was a bat. I don't know if it was a bird. I don't know if it was a chimpanzee. Something jumped out of the wreath. Something jumped out of the wreath and hit me. So it could have been any animal, a possum, an ostrich, something jumped out, hit me in the head.
This is why I'm divorced, because every time Amy would say wreath, I'd go, knock, knock. And she'd say, who's there? And I'd say, Wreath Roper.
Yeah. No, but you know what you missed?
Probably was a bat, Joe.
You know what you should have done? Every time she said wreath, you should have went, yeth.
Yes.
Yeah. Wreath. Yeth.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll use this on the next one.
Yeah. Next time Kara says, like, you know what, maybe we should get a wreath and just go, yeth.
Yes. I'm right here.
Yeth, did you call me?
Yes, dear.
Why are lisps? Here's the thing.
Why are they funny? Probably not if you have a lisp.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lisp is something that it doesn't qualify as like a handicap or a disability. Like, it doesn't go that far. So it's normal people that have something that doesn't qualify as like a disability. Yeah. So it's, I've had a lot of friends in my life that stuttered, and they were okay with like being called out on it or talking about it as opposed to like just, pretending it's not there. But I've never discussed a lisp with somebody with a lisp. I knew a little kid once, like I knew this like 7-year-old girl, I was running a day camp, and this little 7-year-old girl had a lisp, and I remember she said something to me, and then she was talking about her. She's like, "Yeah, I have a lisp," and she goes, "That's very hard for me to say that word." And I was dying on the inside, like I was cracking up that this little girl was talking about her lisp. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this.
Are really cute.
Yeah, it's the Brady Bunch syndrome.
Yeah.
Like little Cindy with the lisp was cute. When Cindy, hit 12 years old with the lisp and pigtails, it wasn't cute anymore.
No. If you have an angular lisp, it's not as cute. Like if you're like, "Can you tell me where the salad is?"
Oh, is that a lisp?
It's called an angular lisp.
Yeah, that's tough.
You've seen the salad section?
Yeah. There's I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but there's a very successful coach / general manager in the National Hockey League named Brian Murray. And I actually think he's passed away. I think he passed away in the last 2 years. But he had you said an angular lisp?
I think that's what it's called, yeah.
And that's what he had. And so after like a game, like after a bad loss, he'd be like, "This sucks. These guys are out here playing ice hockey and it's all they ever wanted to do in their lives." And, he would just be like ranting and raving, the sticks and the pucks and the ice. And, and it was unbelievable angular lisp.
Yeah. It probably made him tougher. He probably got picked on. He became a brawler.
Yeah. Like a boy named Sue.
Yeah. Or if your name is Dick Buttkiss. R.I.P.
Yeah. Rest in power, Dickie.
Rest in power.
I got a Dick Butkus jersey.
You do?
Yeah. And
can we talk about how I hit you up for a jersey, Joe? And you said you can't find... There's no Doak Walker jerseys?
Yeah.
Joe.
No, you asked me if my jersey guy... Hey, will you beat it? Quiet down.
If he could get the jersey.
Yeah, you asked me if my jersey guy could get you a Lem Barney or a Doak Walker Lions jersey.
The most famous of the Detroit Lions.
Not true. Nobody around here wears Doak Walker or Lem Barney jerseys. And my jersey guy gets his jerseys from China. And so it's usually got to be like kind of semi-popular that they're already being made and then they're coming over here.
And who's the guy you said that he makes? I've never heard of.
Oh, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, never heard of him. Hey, turn off the Simpsons. I'm podcasting. See, I did that for you, Daniel Rock. You know what?
Daniel's going to have a time. In the background that here, it just went. So you got Simpsons playing. Mm-hmm. I have a dog who's growling. I just had the laundry buzzer go off on the dryer. Daniel's going to have a time getting this stuff out.
Daniel, let's just say that you are the real hero of our podcast. We almost broke up. We were just like, I've had enough. But you just gave us new life and you make it good and you're handsome and you're very rich and you're
wealthiest beyond your wildest dreams.
You're a very good speed skater. You're good at karate. You smell good.
You're nimble. You can put both legs behind your head.
You're as agile as a cat, Daniel.
You can insert your nuts into your anus and then fart them out. Too much? No. Did I go too far?
Well, sometimes people...
I went too far.
No, Joe. If
did I ever tell you? I told you that video that I saw.
Yes, you did.
I thought so.
Yes, this is why
a very leathery nutsack.
Yeah, you're like,
got inserted.
Here's a good reason not to get your kids a smartphone. That was the cautionary tale. Like, this is what I've seen on the internet.
That was the title of the podcast.
I've seen the end of the internet, Reese, and what I need to share with you is this. That's what happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. Those nose hair trimmers that you buy from major manufacturers don't work.
Yeah, they kind of don't. You have to like the hair has to like go straight down into the hole, and you're like, jamming it around it in there.
For a decade, I've gone through probably 6 nose hair trimmers, tried the Manscaped one.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
I think they call it the Weed Whacker. It sucks. I don't think it's worked since day one. You know what I did recently to kind of, I went old school, man. I went and just bought scissors that have the rounded ends.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're nose hair scissors.
That's what those are for?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
I guess. And so I'm using those, man.
That is a good thing about growing out a mustache is like, it kind of, if you got a couple that are coming out too long, it just blends on in.
Did you just ever do the grab and pull?
Yeah, all the time. Every time I'm in the car.
Yeah, me too.
Every time I'm in the car, that's when I start fussing around with my nose. Me too. You're always like,
right before
I got hairs.
Yeah,
it's like a thing.
Right before we podcasted, I had a dentist appointment, and Heidi, it's at her office. She's the office manager there. So I'm getting my teeth cleaned, and I start driving, and I'm thinking like, oh no, one of her coworkers. This could be super close to my mouth. I had hummus for lunch.
Oh.
So first off, right there, I got bad breath. And I started noticing I had some nose hairs that weren't sticking out. But if you're looking up, like if you're working on my mouth and like looking up my nose, you're going to be like, wow, he's got some nose hair action.
Yeah.
So I spent the entire 40-minute drive from Royal Oak to Ortonville ripping out nose hairs.
With your fingers?
With my fingers. I ripped out probably 7. It was bananas, man.
So here's something that may be dangerous is that I was talking to my boss the other day where she was talking in meeting and she started talking about her car tweezers. And they all knew what I was talking about. It was a bunch of ladies. They apparently have tweezers in their car and they were going after things. And I was like, I'm getting an extra pair of tweezers to put in the car. So when I'm just in there, just doing stuff, I'm gonna start pulling things out. And do you get ear hair, Joe?
Yeah,
this is where our podcast has gone. Old men talking about ear hair. Yeah, man.
You want to know what I find best for the ear hair?
What's that?
You know the Manscaped, like the lawnmower, like just like the Manscaped, like little electric razor thing.
Yeah.
To Manscaped. I just do that. I take the guard off and use that in my ears. Works great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It gets, because your ear hair, it's not like in your ear. It's just kind of around the canal. And then I get it. I don't know if you guys can see this on the low lights of this. Maybe
you get them up on top.
Just kind of around the ear.
Ah.
And if you're like in front of a light, those ear hairs, illuminate. And I just take that beard trimmer, that little lawnmower, that little manscaper, and I zit all over my ears and stuff like that. Works like a charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about
nose hair trimmers are terrible.
Face laser? When I went to face laser and got them lasered?
No.
It mostly worked. It doesn't get the ones like in the hole. But there's like I paid like, they were having a sale on like laser hair removal, and I got it.
I thought about doing that. So you said it mostly works?
It got rid of about half of it. There's still some,
okay.
I still got to check it. But then it didn't really get it.
My thing is if it only takes care of half and you still have to do the half that it doesn't do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than that.
So would you recommend it? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
Yeah,
okay.
because it's like, especially if you get a deal, it's you just go in and for like 5 minutes, and then lady's like, it's shocking because it kind of stings. It's like, and then it smells like you're burning ants with a magnifying glass. And then,
have you ever had a tattoo removed?
No, I know you have.
Yeah, I'm going through that right now. I just had an appointment yesterday. Now, this is what I learned. When they zap you with that laser, there's like 12 different levels of the depth that they go into the body.
Okay.
And so when you start your first, and again, I didn't know this, they start deepest first. So it's been the most painful thing, one of the most painful things I've ever experienced in my life is this tattoo removal. Well, I didn't know they start going deep, and it's got to break up scar tissue. So if you have scar tissue and whatnot, that's what's very, very painful. So for my first, I think I've done 3 visits, maybe 2. I think I've done 3. And man, they hurt so bad. And so yesterday I went in and I was just like, oh, let's get this over with. It takes about a minute and a half. It's about 90 seconds to do my tattoo. And so I went in there and I'm like, is it changing? Is it whatever? And they're like, yeah. So they took some photos, zoomed in. They showed me how it was working, like the outside's turning brown and like all this stuff. So then they did it, and with each one, so like let's say your first sitting is a depth of like 12, whatever nanometers, and then your second sitting is 11, then 10.
Okay.
So now I'm down to like 8, and I can feel it today, and it itches so bad today. It itches. It's never itched this bad. Ugh. So it's right between my shoulder blades. It itches so bad. And if I reach back and feel it, I could feel like my skin raised up, like it's swollen, but it's working. It's working.
All right.
Yeah.
I that's why I don't get tattoos. And the fact that they're from the devil.
Yeah.
I would never.
No, it's good thinking.
Mark my body.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end on that. Tattoos are from the devil. Don't get them.
Yeah.
Next podcast, we are going to spend our freebie portion talking about more nonsense, but we're also going to pay tribute to our patronizers. And we're going to think of some good jokes and do some nonsense for our patronizers. And patronizers, I am also at some point this month, between now and Christmas. No, that's too much time. I don't know if Wreath can. I want to set something up as far as a Zoom meeting with people and kind of just do a holiday get together. Whether we do an ugly Christmas sweater or a topless holiday. Well, no, because we have lady listeners. I want to do something. The cliche stuff is the ugly sweaters.
Joe,
so what would be the opposite of that?
Why are you gonna
bare chested?
Why do you have to be sexist? Anyone who wants to can be bare chested. It's just
I don't think Heidi would like that.
Well, she doesn't have to. It's open to anyone. They can do it if they want. No one is forced to.
That's gonna.
It's
fly.
not mandatory bare chested.
But we got to do something. We got to have a holiday party where we have some nog. We have the dark rum in the nog. Mm-hmm. We have the Sam Adams Fizzywig Ale. Whatever it is, whatever holiday drink you want to bring to the Zoom, we got to do that. And I'm going to do that with you guys. Like I said, if Wreath can join in, amazing. I know he's not going to skirt around it, but our schedules are so crazy. So it might be 2 a.m. on like a Wednesday that we do this.
Definitely,
we're gonna do it, and I'll do as many sessions as we need to be able to fit everybody in. But I want that to be my Christmas gift, my holiday gift to you guys. So just to be able to hang out a little bit, chit chat on Zoom. Hopefully you're okay with that. Hopefully you didn't just hear that and go, oh, that's your Christmas gift to us. We pay you $5 a month every month. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. But I want to do that. I want to chit chat with you. So that's going to be that. Reese, do you have anything else to add?
Piece of pizza. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
One love, one goal, one common bond, one voice, one pact, gaining ground that we can both stand on. Stand tall, stand proud, side by side, you and I. It's time to let the bygones be. Focus on the unity. One